almost got it. I'll keep reaching for it. Lose your mind. What are you doing? Chill! Welcome back to Talking Serpents. Alright, this is part 2 of our reptile room tour. Enjoy.
You want to talk about your very first snake?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Your classic ball python.
I guess we'll start with the name. Mr. Slid. We were going to the store, and I really wanted a snake. I've always wanted a snake all my life, as you could probably understand since I have so many now. I mean, I don't have very many, but always been in the reptile. So we're going to the store, and what are you gonna name him? Oh no, Mr. Slithers, and it's stuck ever since.
It was a total joke, but
yeah, but it's stuck.
We didn't think of another clever name, so and we just kept using it. So it was like, well, at this point, we can't call him something else.
Well, this enclosure is the same dimensions as this one on the right, since it's literally the same. It's mirrored because this is an 8 foot wide, 2 feet deep, 1.5 foot tall. But this one is the same, but with a divider in the center, so we can put 2 snakes here. Or if one gets too big, we take the divider out and it'll have one large one. But this one is a 4 foot wide, 2 feet deep, 1.5 foot tall.
Which is excessive for a ball python, but
yeah, dude, this is a mansion for a normal male ball python. So that's why when the yellow anaconda gets too big, she'll be taking
this one. And Slithers will go into what she's in, the black and white one.
Where's he at? In this one?
Yeah, he's in that one.
Cool. Mr. Slithers. So he has 2 identical hides. He's kind of picky about that stuff.
We've tried to give him other hides, and he really was not happy about that. So we've always stuck with the 2 identical ones that we've had since the beginning.
So his hot spot is over here on the left.
Listen to me, plant.
And he's got plenty of hiding spots. He's got a hot spot or a hiding spot right here. Obviously, his cave. Lots of foliage because ball pythons happen to be, for the most part, pretty shy snakes. If you have one, you know what I'm talking about. And then inside this tree structure is his other cave, which is on the right side, which happens to be the cold side. And that's pretty much it for his. There's nothing too special. One of the things that we are going to be changing, right now we use aspen bedding, but we're going to figure out a way to make
mulch it more.
Yeah, we're going to make this into a much finer, I guess.
Bedding.
Yeah. What would you call it? Because this is just like shredded.
It's like too large of chips, so.
It's shredded aspen, but we're going to turn it into mulch.
It's not horrible, but we think it's maybe a little too large, so we're looking on finding a mulcher to make it even.
The reason why we use this bedding is because, who makes that bedding? Is it Zoo Med?
No.
No?
It's So Fresh.
So Fresh?
Yeah.
Okay, it's been a while since I've used it. But they have these bags, like their large bag was like $20 or something. It's pretty expensive for this, like, it's aspen bedding, but it's just chipped like.
Oh, the Reptile brand one is like $20.
Okay. We'll put a picture up, and then you'd be like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Everybody's probably used it. Or
and then when we walk into the small animal section, we find this bedding,
which is
for
aspen bedding,
like quadruple the quantity for like half the price.
So what we're going to do is, I'm in the middle of trying to find a mulcher shredder combo so that I can put this into the mulcher and make exactly what you would get at, what is it? What was the brand?
I think that one is Zoom In.
We'll find out.
Or Zilla.
It'll be right here. This is the brand that we're going to replicate, but except we'll be able to do it for, oh, sorry.
Did you tap him in the face?
I did, I'm sorry. We'll be able to make it for far cheaper, and we'll make a separate video so that everybody else can save lots of money for into that. What's next?
Well, if we're heading down, Slipknot would be next. Or do you want to talk about our cupboards?
Talk about the cupboards.
Save
Okay.
Slipknot for last.
These cabinets are 4 feet tall, 18 inches wide, 18 inches deep. This particular cabinet on this left side, we hide all of our electrical inside of it. So all the electricals ran in here, all the timers. Yeah, all the timers, power strips, everything is up and out of the way. And we have everything in tubs. We like to be very organized. This is for all our feeding schedules. So we know exactly, for each year, we obviously buy a new calendar and we organize it so we can see what everybody's weight was, what they were eating.
Which they're not just like calendars, they're columned calendars. So a normal calendar would be more confusing, but each snake has their own column. So that way it's more organized. We track their weight, their feeding, their size and everything when they're shedding.
So that way we don't ever have to guess. We have a really good idea. It's pretty simple to do. They're always just sitting there. We have all this stuff. This is for a feeding box. You can get these tubs for like $1, $2 with a lid and the tub. It's a shoe box. And this one is specific for all the cleaning stuff for the reptiles. Right here is the mister for the enclosure on the left. And then I have all the other...
Misters, more filtered water.
All the cleaners.
Liquid cleaners.
All the cleaners.
We like to keep all the liquid stuff up away from the electrical.
And then feeding tongs. All of our light bulbs, miscellaneous stuff, more light bulbs, more miscellaneous stuff. I think that's it for that cabinet. And then this cabinet is a little mixture of reptile stuff and this miscellaneous stuff.
This is pretty much our reptile shelf on this side.
This one. We got like Eco Earth. I recommend you buy a scale. I bought this at Harbor Freight years ago for Mr. Stillers, the ball python I'm holding. And this helped me out with feeding schedules, as well as to figure out how heavy he was, etc., etc.
It does grams, so...
It was cheap. No, grams, pounds, and ounces.
But the grams is what a lot of reptile people use.
For like $20 or less. And it's worked for, I think, 8-10 years.
For however old he is.
Definitely get one. This is very useful.
It was so useful. There's so many reasons to weigh your snake, and it's so helpful. It works great for all the small snakes. When you get to the bigger sizes like Slipknot, that's when you just pull out your scale and you weigh yourself with the snake. But the small scale there is great for the small snakes.
Okay.
Should we save Slipknot for last?
Sure. You want to do Tokay Gecko?
Sure.
Alright. Let me put Mr. Sleuth away. Let you go back to sleep. We'll put you on. Right into the hide.
Good night.
Or would you say good day, since they're nocturnal?
That's true. Oh, popping back out. Wait, now I gotta make sure the enclosure's the same way.
Yeah.
You didn't move anything on me, did you?
You gonna have yourself a drink? No? Okay. Alright. So you can go ahead and show us the Tokay Gecko.
So, this is the Tokay Gecko enclosure. It's 4 feet tall, 18 inches deep? 18 inches wide?
It's actually 20 inches deep.
it's a little deeper than the cabinets.
Yeah, it is.
But it's the same width. So, he's got front door access, obviously, because we're not going to access from up there.
Yeah, front dual hinge doors.
But, so his enclosure, because he is like the crested gecko where he climbs a lot, is vertical. Not much to say. I mean, I just gotta find him. I'm not gonna pull him out.
We have Eco Earth bedding. We have a hide farm on the bottom. Obviously, water bowl. And then we got this tree structure that's going all the way up the enclosure. Lots of foliage, things for him to climb on, hide behind. Here's his heat bulb,
And then the
which
mister.
radiates all the way down. The mister on the right side of the wall, which trickles down. I also have this stainless steel bowl that I made. I'm not gonna show it because I can't see it. It's right there. But I put moss in there, and then I fill that up, and it's underneath the heat bulb, which is about a foot underneath it, so it creates pretty good humidity in here. There's good ventilation in here. And now the task of trying to find the gecko. Oh, there he is.
Is he on the wood?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. That's where I was gonna look next.
Oh no, it's not zooming. You gonna bark? He's since we got him, he's starting to mellow out. We started feeding him with tongs when we get
When I get new crickets in, we just go straight with tongs first. And
it's definitely like the moment we started doing that, he started gaining lots of trust, and we used to open up the enclosure and he would just bark at us. Yeah, close enough.
it's more like a
What does that even sound like?
I don't think it sounds like a bark, but I guess a bark makes the most
All
sense.
the noise you just made.
I don't know.
Try to get a view of him.
A better view.
Yeah. There he is. Are you sleeping? Yeah, his eyes are shut. You're sleeping, aren't you? What are you up to? I don't know.
Well, they are nocturnal, so he could be sleeping.
Yeah.
And for his locks, we've got this style instead.
Which I had to... Works pretty well.
Definitely not getting out of there.
No.
So, yeah, that's the toge gecko. No, nothing reptile under there.
No, everything. That's what is that all like?
It's all gaming stuff and
Like
movies.
Xbox and.
Who has movies anymore?
Oh god.
All right, time for Slipknot.
Last but definitely not least, my favorite snake. Yeah, I guess I could say that.
Yeah, kinda.
Everyone still doesn't want to pick favorites, but yeah, I like Slipknot. That's definitely my favorite.
He's just so big and nice, and we just can read him really well. We've had him the longest except for Slithers, but he definitely has quite a personality.
Yeah, if it's nighttime, maybe like way later in the afternoon, he would just pretty much crawl out on his own. But this is usually the time that he is sleeping, so I'm kind of being rude right now. Usually I like hang out with him at night because I try to give him the daytime to rest. Oh yeah? You're gonna go back and hit the snooze? Let's see who it is.
Yeah, usually it's like anytime past 10 o'clock, definitely 2 a.m., he'll come out, no problem. But during the day, he'll want to go back in at first, but then once he's out for a minute, he's just like, yeah, no, this is cool. He's hooking in.
Don't worry, you can go back in a minute. We'll hang out with you tonight. Alright, we just measured him last night. He is 10 feet 5 inches currently. He is 2 months and 2 years and 7 months old. Yeah, no, he's definitely not 2 months.
That's one big baby.
3 or 4 days ago, 4 days, he ate a medium rabbit. He has got lots of energy. Has always been consistent about the snake. Lots and lots and lots of energy. Always have to keep an eye on him.
Always wants to get in things. But his enclosure, like we said, 8 feet.
8 feet wide. 2 feet deep. A foot and a half tall. And I don't see him getting too much bigger. I see him getting around, 12 feet as an adult, but obviously they continue to grow, so I definitely think that that enclosure should be just fine. But if he needs a bigger enclosure, I'll build him a bigger enclosure. But I'd probably go a lot crazier, like 8 feet wide, 3 feet deep, like 4 feet tall or something, and put like a bunch of branches and something. Like, that'd be cool. I could picture that.
Stuff that could support his weight and everything.
Obviously, we would need to buy a much larger home to accommodate such a large enclosure.
Yeah. So his enclosure, it's got some stuff in it, but definitely as he gets bigger, less stuff is in there. When he was a baby, it was covered in stuff. Well, he wasn't in this one as a baby, but so he's just got this one little bush over here to kind of give him a little hiding. He loves this log right here. He'll just like sit as much of his body on it and just like lay on it and have his head poking out. Like, he just likes to watch us at nighttime. So usually that's where you'll find him, is just staring at us while we're like watching TV or something. His water bowl, and then this tree structure on the hot side kind of acts as a hide, something for him to climb on and around. And his moss bowl under this day-night heat bulbs. And then, like we showed already, this night bulb over here in the center. And then everything is screwed down, because otherwise he would just push everything probably into the heat bulbs. So to avoid that, we just...
Or into the glass.
Yeah.
Sometimes, do you ever see, like, on Instagram, sometimes Slipknot will have, like, a little bit of, like, a red bump on his nose or something. It's very rough in the middle of the night. And, he just kind of... He's pretty stubborn. If he wants to get into something, he'll, like, stop at nothing to do it. So I definitely have to watch over him. Are you going to take off that way now? What are you doing?
I didn't want that. I don't want head pats right now.
For the most part, I try to let him do what he wants. Try to respect him, but obviously, don't let him do something that's going to get him hurt.
Yeah, last night I think I spent like a good 30 minutes just sitting in the closet with him because he just wanted to check out all the shoes and all the clothes. And so, yeah, I just sat in there to make sure he wasn't going to get into anything that would hurt him or ruin something. And he's just laying on all the shoes.
Oh, I don't even know how heavy he is right now.
We last weighed him, he was like 21 pounds, but that was before this rabbit.
So, I'd be like...
He couldn't be too much bigger.
No, he's not that too big.
Probably maybe 20, 21 pounds.
That's for sure.
22 pounds, maybe. One thing about retics, though, they're definitely super active unless they're pretty much sleeping.
Yeah, if you ever see the pictures on my Instagram, almost all the pictures are of him in his enclosure. Other than that...
You got a blurry photo.
Yeah, it would be me taking 50 photos and maybe getting one.
That's-
Or that's why they're almost all videos. I just can't seem to get him to be still. He's very curious.
Let's see if we can get a picture. Oh, no, pretty sure that came out blurry.
Yeah, there's no way.
And now we're shadowed. We would need, I think, a much better camera than our phones.
Probably.
I'm sure there's something that could handle them. Hello. No.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's our current reptile room.
We want to show them the freezer?
Oh yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Let's put Slipknot away for that.
Yeah, you want to get them?
Yeah, right now Slipknot's like, I think I measured him. He's like 3 inches in diameter. As after he's digested, when he's like completely full, he's pretty thick. Show you how to like manipulate a large snake.
So pretty much, oh, except for when they go under. Pretty much you just like hook your foot around something that they won't redirect.
If they feel like they're going somewhere, but really they're not.
Right, so he'll be moving that way and you just slowly drag your foot this way. So you're pulling the back half of his body backwards, but he's not going anywhere.
We'll put you back. We're not gonna be there when I have rabbits around. Or rats. Just gonna go back to sleep. Probably, anyways. Sure everybody's locked. That's another thing.
Yeah.
At least twice a day. Before I leave to go anywhere, I always make sure my stuff's locked. I was like, it's locked. That's locked. I would never want to have an escapee.
Yeah, every day we make sure everyone has water, moss, that they're locked, that their cages are spot cleaned. And I think we both do this every day because we just don't trust the other one to
Which is good.
Get it
Whatever
done.
I haven't done, sometimes you forget, and if you have 2 people doing the same task, then you're twice as assured that it gets done properly.
So yeah, on to the freezer.
Okay, so we also have a chest freezer that we put all of our rodents in. Right now it's fairly empty. All we have in here is a few rats and some large rats. Small rats. Yeah, we actually just bought some rodents last night, so they should be coming here very soon. But yeah, we like to put our rodents in a specific freezer. That way they are not with our own food, because that'd be kind of gross. Alright, that's the end of our reptile room tour. I hope you enjoyed it. In the future, I'd definitely like to have one room devoted to all my reptiles. I think that'll be a little bit easier, but this is definitely the best situation I could think of for our current situation, which I currently enjoy. Sorry, we've been a little bit busy the past 3 weeks to a month. We scraped our popcorn ceilings, added electrical light fixtures, etc., etc. So anytime that we did have that was extra, we'd just go to our reptiles. And yeah, we're a little tired, so we really didn't have that kind of time or energy yet. But good thing the project's over with. I'm definitely excited. I started a new Facebook page. It's called Talking Serpents Kyle. I'm going to be using it mainly for just obviously reptile stuff. You can go on there, you can ask me questions, and if we grow a larger following, which I'm sure we will, you guys can ask each other questions and collaborate, and I think that would be a really nice thing for the reptile community. I'd certainly enjoy being involved in that, so go check that out. What else? Oh yeah. Subscribe please, so we can continue to make videos. Strike that like button. That's the noise they make, by the way. Follow us on Instagram. I try to post daily on there, and have a nice day.